And how did you get involved? Your thoughts on the character?
I wish I had a more interesting story about how I just came across it. And I sort of do, but it was pilot season, and the scripts are going around. And one of my closest guy friends and we read a lot of the same scripts, and we kind of look out for each other. So like, oh, hey, I read this thing, and you'd be good for it. And he called me, and he was like, look, I'm kind of interested in doing this CW show, and I found this one script. It's amazing. Like, will you take a look at it? And it was the Frequency script, and I read it with him in mind. I read that character, and I finished reading it, and I was like, that's a great script, and that's a beautiful role for you. Like, it's really, really great. And she's like, yeah, what about the girl? I was like, oh, me? Like, totally, like, not thinking, registered because I was thinking about him. Well, that was Riley. So Riley got the show, and then it was like, well, what are the odds? What are the chances? Like, at least go audition and then try. But I'm not going to tell him because I don't want him to get his hopes up. And then, by some miracle, they cast me. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey. But yeah.
What attracted you to the script that you wrote?
The script is so different from everything else that's floating around. Sometimes during pilot season, you get these sort of recurring themes where they'll be like, it's a medical drama, and medical dramas are really hot right now, so there's like tons of those floating around in pilot season, or a cop drama, or there's all these sort of like, what type of genre is it, what show is it, and this one was sort of, you couldn't quite nail it down. You couldn't quite nail down if it's a character drama, because you're seeing this sort of like really intimate relationship and seeing these people at their most vulnerable and raw state that it feels very character driven. But then there's also this mystery which they establish in the film, but because we're doing it as a show, we can like draw it out and make it way more complicated. And I mean, Jeremy Carver's just a genius. Like, it actually is a little bit intimidating because I have no idea where it's going, but it makes it really exciting because I feel like I'm sort of like a viewer, but just a little bit further ahead. Yeah.
Now, do you find it challenging because you're playing yourself at different points in life and different trajectories of,
Yes, I think all of the characters, all the actors have their specific challenges with their characters. Like Makai's character has very specific challenges that I don't have to tackle, and Riley's going to do the same thing. So for me, I don't ever sort of age up because you meet me in 2016. So you'll never see me at 10 years older. You will see me going backwards if we do flashbacks and establish backstory and stuff like that. And especially in a show where we have the butterfly effect, where we're changing the past from 1996 onward. So you might see me at different ages and see me having different childhoods, different lives. So, I'll get to do that. They get the challenge of being like, what will you be when you're 20 years older, So, yeah, it all has sort of, everyone's keeping track of different things, but, with Raimi, what's really great about, great for me with her is that I'm just experiencing it. Like, all of this is happening by her making these decisions, or Riley, like Frank, making decisions and changing things. You're just sort of living it as it goes. I say that, but then, I mean, who knows? I'll be singing a different tune. I'll be like, oh wait, hang on, why am I 10 years older? What happened?
Did you go back to the movie at all?
I did, because I read the script before I saw the movie. I don't know how I possibly missed the movie, because as soon as I started asking around, everyone was like, yeah, everyone's seen Frequency. Where were you? I have no idea. So I read the script, and I was really fascinated by it. I was like, how did they do this in a movie? And so I rented it on like iTunes or something like that, and it was great. It was great. It felt like the stakes felt really high. I was really invested very quickly in what happens with that father-son relationship. So really, really, really hoping that people are equally interested in the father-daughter relationship, and it's got so many like sweet moments to it and sad moments to it and just like joyous moments and like aha moments, and I think I hope people can sort of grab onto these characters and relate and experience it like they are.
So in the film, it's sort of like the same kind of weather phenomenon that only lasts it for a couple of days that the whole movie takes place in. So how do you see them, I don't know if you can say this, but like extending that kind of time travel aspect through like a whole season or multiple seasons?
I think that's definitely a Jeremy question, because he'll know that better than I will. But you know, they do sort of address that in the movie. For us, we haven't quite covered it in the pilot, like what is the science behind it or what causes this phenomenon to happen, but it allows us to explore it, you know, in the series. It gives us more to cover. Yeah.
We've seen you guest star and doing recurring roles on CW shows. I mean, what's it like to kind of step in and lead like your own show now?
I don't know. I think I don't think about it. I'll get terrified, right? Well, you know, it's sort of like, I know this sounds so cliche, but I feel like with acting, every job prepares you for the next job, right? You learn a different thing you didn't know, and you're constantly sort of changing your ways of going about doing things. I feel like, you know, I did a show that was Warner Brothers for CW once before, and I was sort of like second, so I kind of had like a front row view of what it was like and what that guy went through, and I couldn't have learned from a better person. He was just so professional and so confident and calm, and everybody loved having him on set. So I was going, okay, that's not a lot to live up to, but I can try. I can give it my best effort. But it's a collective thing. It's more everybody supporting everybody else, and we got very lucky. Our cast adores each other and just wants to see the show succeed and everybody else succeed. So I think, I think we'll be leaning on each other a lot.
The show's really going to be very different.
It should be very
The whole
different.
butterfly effects and everything else.
Yes, I mean, they set us up with the premise, right? They give us the gift of the, making it, what is it? It's a relationship. It's about these two people. But yeah, we can sort of, after we get through the premise, there's a couple of throwbacks and things that are similar to the movie, but we really just take a lot of license and make it our own show. Also, you want to be unpredictable, and you don't want people to know the ending and know what's coming. So you can't stick to the movie otherwise. Like, I think I've seen this in a movie somewhere. You can't have that. So I'm really curious to see where it goes too.
So for your character in the pilot, most of her characterizations you see, at least in the screeners we saw, was about the relationship with her father. So what's something that's more another aspect of your character that we can see going forward? We're going to learn more about her, or another flaw that she might have, or strength that she might have.
I've only read episode 2. We start day 1 on Monday, and I'm learning a lot about her more as we go along. I think we learn more about what makes her tick in terms of how she handles relating to people and meeting people and talking, how she handles herself at work, how she got to where she is. She's deeply flawed. She's not, I don't think she'll ever win Miss Congeniality Award. I mean, she's a real person, and I think that they took a lot of care, to make her imperfect, and I think that's a really nice thing, because I feel like then you're like, oh yeah, we are all human, something like that. And we all make mistakes, and we all handle situations poorly and great, and I think that they do all of that on this show.
That's all we have.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.